Hey, this is my second time filming this because I filmed this yesterday, but I am so smart that I decided that, oh, I'm just gonna delete the footage. Haha. Anyways, I don't have storage, and also I'm cold, so I wanna speed this up. Okay. So yesterday I was taking a mid-afternoon fiesta and my mom called me. She's like, "Hi, there are free books on the street. We can circle around and get you if you want to come." And then I immediately awake. I'm like, free books? Where? Me? And then I'm like, okay, I'm coming. Tell me when you're downstairs. Okay, so we go, and then it's literally on a random street. And then I just go, and it's freezing, mind you. Yesterday was freezing. And I decided to wear this scarf and a little cardigan because, I want to die of hypothermia, apparently. So we go, and there are these two huge tables full of books, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get everything that I can humanly carry because they drove me all the way here. I need to get something. So a few of these books are kind of weird. I just kind of like took them because they were free. They were free, and I just wanted to take something. So let's start. Okay, the first book that I took was Gray Area by Will Self. The only reason I took this was because it was a penguin book, and I was like, if it's a penguin book, it has to be at least remotely decent, right? So yes, woohoo. Okay, so this is called The Outside of a Horse by Jenny Robbie. This is a novel. Apparently, her dad goes to fight in Iraq, and he comes back, but I think he's suffering from PTSD. So then she turns to horses for comfort, and I actually really like horses, even though when I was little, I was really scared to ride one, and I actually ran in the opposite direction instead of riding one. But anyways, excited, cool. Next is called The Perfect Mother by Margaret Leroy. Now ignore this because, I just like, it sounded interesting, The Perfect Mother, And this one's very interesting because it talks about someone possibly dying, a murder is committed, and apparently everyone suspects is the protagonist. So aside from going really fast, I also have no time to film this whatsoever, and I'm really upset because I filmed the whole video yesterday. I did the editing. I added the music, I was fine, I was done. All I had to do was export it, and then I was like, I'm gonna just delete it from my camera roll, right? Because it's fine, because I filmed on my phone. But no, it wasn't fine. It wasn't fine at all. I'm smart, I know. Love me. Okay, so this one's called The Poet's Companion, a guide to the pleasures of writing poetry. And I took this book wholeheartedly because of the fact that it was about poetry and how to write poetry, because I love writing and I love poetry. I actually want to be a published author when I grow up. So it was like, anything that can help me get there, I'm taking. The next one, Among the Dead Cities, the history and moral legacy of the World War II bombing of civilians in Germany and Japan. Ooh. Now, most of these books I took because of the cover art and because of the title. So this seems, so that's like messed up, right? Don't judge a book by its cover, right? But I'm freezing. It's like 20 something degrees. I have the smallest cardigan on and this scarf that's doing nothing, by the way. And I was like, my hands are turning to ice cubes and they're snapping off, like, ow. So I was just taking. But this is interesting because I don't read things about World War II very often. The next book is called The Great Inversion and the Future of the American City by Alan Herrenholt. Him. Good job. I'm very fascinated by cities, and I feel like things do center around them because they are a big hub for different things. Like, a lot of people live in cities. Next, The Immortal Game, A History of Chess. I am fascinated by the game of chess because chess is very hard and very complicated, and you have to be smart when playing chess, and I tend to just say, I want to move this and I want to move that. Why am I not winning? Why are you saying checkmate? Stop, But yes. Who's it by? David Schenk? Sure. Apparently he wrote The Forgetting. I don't know what that is, but I'm interested. So let's group these up. I took 2 books in particular because they were really pretty. And also, all of these books were free. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they were free. As in free. As in no cost whatsoever. So I was just like taking. I think I took like 15 books. Okay. These 2 beautiful books. Look how sexy they are, guys. Wow. This book is called, it was upside down. Great. This is called The Careful Writer, A Modern Guide to English Language. Which also, the writing, I'm a writer, and it was pretty, so I was like, I'm taking it. And this is called, I have no idea how to say this, Jurisprudence. It's just like one word thing. And I think this is about law, actually. Like, I think this is a law book. But it's pretty, so I was like, I'm taking it. This is another World War II book, The Dead of Winter, by Bill Warnock. Oh, and I don't really read a lot of nonfiction, so that's why I picked up a little bit more of nonfiction, because I want to get more into it. This book I actually picked up because the name was very familiar to me, and I was like, wow, I need to read it. This is called Casanova, The Man Who Really Loved Women, by Lydia Flem. I don't know if this is the original Casanova. I have no idea anything about it. Like, I don't know anything about Casanova. But I was like, wow. I remember this name. Maybe it's like a play or something, but I want it. And most of these books are hardcover. I think just a few of them are paperback. But it's free hardcover, and it has a really pretty title. I mean, a really pretty cover, so I might like it. And this one, I was actually very, very intrigued by it. This is called Stiff, by Mary Roach, The Curious Lives of Human Cadavers. Interesting. Honestly, this really captured me. Like, I was like, whoa, what is that? I need it. I'm intrigued. The next book, I think it's the one that I'm most excited for. Well, a few of the ones that I'm most excited for. The Long Shadow of Small Ghost, Murder and Memory in an American City, by Laura Tillman. Now, I'm very intrigued by this, not just because of the really nice title, but because it talks about murder and memory. It talks about murder. And I don't know why I'm suddenly very intrigued with, like, murders. I think it's because I've been watching How to Get Away with Murder, and I'm just like, how did they get away with that? Annalise Keating. Yep. So, Laura Tillman, I am excited. Miss Woman, I'm excited. This is another book that I said, this looks really pretty. And, like, I don't see books like this anymore because they always have, like, jackets. And I'm like, I want to see you. And it looks pretty. So this is called Earth in the Balance, which sounds very interesting. And I like that it has no cover art because I can really go into it really blindly. And I appreciate that because I always make, like, decisions. Like, I'm always like, I might not like that. Oh, that sounds boring. But with this, I have no choice but to just, like, dive in blindly. So I'm excited. The last book is the biggest book. Look at this baby. It's the size of my face. This is called Gardner's Art Through the Ages, 10th edition, Renaissance and Modern Art. I appreciate art. I would say I'm a connoisseur, but I'm not because I have no art. I love painting. I love art in general. I want to go to as many art museums and art galleries as I can. And yeah, this one's cool. It has, like, some history behind paintings, and it has pictures of them, which I can appreciate. Ooh, pretty. So yes, believe it or not, I have come to an end of all of the books that I got. That was way too many. It was, it's like 15 books. And it was really funny because I just got there and I was like, wow, I need all of them. But yes, thank you for watching. Also, I have to, like, figure out a different way to film because I have to keep moving my little bedside table back and forth from, like, my bookshelf to my bed every time that I want to film something, and it's really annoying, and I need to figure out some different way to do it. But thanks for watching. Bye.